Alright, I am down here off Josephine Street downtown. Come here a lot, but I don't really fish this area too much. So I figured I would come check this out. I know they built like a new bridge and everything over there, so I'm gonna check that out. There's that brand new bridge I was just talking about with a walking path on that side. It looks like it doesn't go along the trail. I thought it was gonna do that. It looks like it just goes into this food court thing over here. Water is unusually clear today. Like, I'm not wearing my sunglasses or anything, and I can see all the way to the bottom. I have never seen all the way to the bottom down here before. It's kind of crazy. See if I can see any fish. I forgot my sunglasses. Those would be really useful right now. With all this clarity, I would actually be able to see everything. Surprisingly clean water. Like, I wonder if they came out and cleaned it, or maybe the rain cleared it out, but you can see patches of algae and mats, but there should be a lot more. So I'm guessing the rain came through and cleaned all of it out. So they built a new like food truck area up there, probably like a bar or something, which is weird because that building right over there is an elementary school. This one right here, not so much, but you wouldn't expect them to put a bar so close to an elementary school. But when they built that, they built this bridge to get over there from the parking area over here in the park. And I got something on my line. And they built this wall here, and that wall kind of cuts off access to that side of the river, which is where I used to go a lot, and I know a lot of people that came out for the tournaments would go over in that area. I'm sure it's still mostly accessible, but as of right now, it's not really. The last time I was here, this was not so overgrown where you could get down over there without having to climb over the railing and just walk over this way. But the water level is up very slightly. All of this has been cleared out. Over there is overgrown. I've never seen this clear. In fact, I thought this was all water over this way for the most part. I've never seen this cleared out like this before. Of course, where there is actually water, it's all overgrown. So I have caught fish off right here before, but this is not going to work out too well. If there was a way to get to the other side and under the highway, I might be able to fish some, but this isn't looking too good. Let me see if there's any open water in this direction. Guess the water level still hasn't really recovered because a lot of the stuff that should be underwater is dry. There is a nice little stretch right there. There's an old picnic table. I don't even know how that would have gotten there because there's no picnic tables in the golf course. I don't even know where there would be a white picnic table. I've never seen a white one before. Not really a point coming all the way out here and not catching anything. They might still be there, they might still bite, but it's going to be harder to catch them because you got to pretty much throw it right in front of them. And I don't have the baits that would trigger that kind of bite, so I'm going to move somewhere where I think the water is going to be cooler, where the fish are going to be hanging out a little bit more, like faster moving water. So I'm going to head over on the other side of the dam where there's rushing water, where there's some waterfalls, maybe down into the Pearl under those waterfalls. I was saying before I got interrupted by somebody there that you could walk down over here under the bridge and get access to water like that. Right now it's all overgrown here, and then the water level is up slightly from where it was. So all that ground that you were able to stand on before is a very soft mud right now, so it's not something I want to do. I think this kind of weather calls for sight fishing more than anything else. You got to be able to get the bait right in front of them, and in order to do that, you kind of have to know where they're at. So sight fishing might be the better option. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of bait fish down there, but I'm not seeing anything else. So I guess this ain't gonna do anything right now. I'm gonna try the swim bait. Oh, come on. There we go. Thought the swim bait might work. Barely hooked. Came right off. Little guy, but first cast with the swim bait. I know I seem to come down here more often than anywhere else. In fact, I think there's only one place I fish more often than I do downtown. But that's because this is really the best place to fish, especially when it's hot out, because it's all shaded. It's not necessarily about the fish you catch, but you know, comfort's a big deal too. I mean, if you ever you don't really care about what you're trying to catch, you're just gonna throw baits or take kids fishing, throw night crawlers or something like that, this is also a pretty good spot for sunfish and catfish and carp. Seems to be more carp than bass actually. There we go. Giant sunfish. Big long ear sunfish. Or is that yeah, I think it's a long ear or red ear. I forget which one's which. This is what I call a sandwich, because it's the perfect size to fillet up and put in between a couple slices of bread. Nice big sunfish. I think those up there are long ears, and the one I caught was a red ear. Now you know why they have the sculptures of giant fish, red sunfish under this bridge, because they hang out down here and they get big. Alright, well there you go. This video ended up going in an entirely different direction than what I originally intended. I wanted to check out some new structures, but the new structures were not what I thought they were. And it ended up working out anyway, because it's so hot today that I ended up making a video about the best place to go when it's this hot and it's that sunny. And look at the sky, it's perfectly clear, no cloud cover, so it's hot. And yeah, I mean, I only caught 2 fish, but it wasn't really about catching the fish. This is the place to go when you want to be in the shade. There's always a nice breeze on the river walk. It's always shady. Sometimes there's really good fishing, sometimes there's not, but sometimes it's better to be here than anywhere else. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.